Hello, good evening, all my respected teachers. We have the confusion related to few terms, that is assessment, evaluation. We have confusion about whether assessment and evaluation both are same or different. And most of us have the doubt regarding formative assessment and summative assessment. Even after many years of practice in CC field, even though some of us have confusion exactly about what is formative assessment, summative assessment, and what exactly is assessment and what exactly is evaluation. Respected teachers, the main difference between assessment and evaluation is nothing but assessment is a continuous process and where we actually don't take any test for giving grades. We conduct assessment only in order to check whether my teaching is going in positive and proper direction or not, whether students have understand my teaching correctly or not. For that, every time we give some tasks to our students to check whether they have understand my teaching or not. So that's nothing but assessment. We conduct assessment every now and then. For example, when I am teaching my subject English, in between I ask few questions so that I can understand whether my students are understanding my teaching or not. I want to know. For that I ask few questions, and after teaching also I ask few questions, and this is assessment. It is continuous process. For example, I am teaching my students how to write handwriting properly according to shape, size in 4 lines. So after my teaching, some students write very nicely, some students write not in the proper way. So after that, from that copywriting practice, I understand that why some students are lagging behind. So I have tested students' handwriting after my teaching handwriting practice. So this checking at every moment in order to check how the students are learning, and in order to check how my teaching is going on. So this every now and then task of checking comes under assessment. But evaluation is not like that. Evaluation is nothing but we take examination after completion of some units. After completion of units, that is in the form of semester, first semester, second semester, where we take examination in order to give marks, in order to give grade to our students at the end of the term, that is first semester, second semester, where we take exams to our students, and based on that we give them grades. So this comes under evaluation. Evaluation is for giving grades, and evaluation we conduct in order to check whether curriculum goals have been achieved or not. So evaluation is for one type of judgment, how much at what level the student is. So evaluation is not continuous, we conduct after completion of units. So this is the difference between evaluation and assessment. And next is difference between formative assessment and summative assessment. Formative assessment is nothing but it is a continuous process where teacher checks his teaching is going smoothly or not, whether students have understand or not. So for that, every now and then we give some tasks to our students. So that comes under formative assessment. But summative assessment is not like that. Summative assessment we conduct after completion of units, as I told just before, that is evaluation. Summative assessment is evaluation because after some completion of units we conduct exam for giving grades. That's summative assessment. But formative assessment is not like that, where we doesn't give activities to children for the purpose of grades, for the purpose of giving marks. We conduct formative assessment only in order to check our teaching level, only in order to check whether students are understanding my teaching or not. We conduct formative assessment in order to employ new strategies for teaching. If I am teaching using a particular strategy, after that I ask few questions to students. If students fail to answer, I decide that my strategy of teaching was not good. I had to conduct one more new strategy. I had to choose and I had to teach in new method. For example, I am teaching my students spoken English. I have given them dialogue practice. I have also participated dialogue we have practiced. After that, I allowed students to participate in the dialogue and start the dialogue process. If students done their dialogue process very well, I think that they are in the correct direction. If they fail to say the dialogues, so I think I had to change my teaching strategy. So in this way, every now and then, regularly, what I give tasks to our students in order to check their learning level, in order to check my teaching level, and in order to improve my teaching strategies. For that, every now and then what we conduct, that comes under formative assessment. So many of us making mistakes here. Some teachers think that formative assessment is nothing but conducting test. Formative assessment is not only conducting test, where we can give project work, where we can give some task to our students. Whatever the activities we give our students in order to check their learning level, in order to check my teaching success, those all tasks comes under formative assessment. So summative assessment is at the end of units, but formative assessment is always every moment we held. So I hope we understand the difference between formative assessment, summative assessment, and the difference between assessment and evaluation. Thank you, one and all.